Imagine this. You're a doctor and you've got a patient in front of you. Tough case. And it's down to you to make the call. The uncertainty is just, well, it's a lot. Now, what if instead of AI just being like, hey, here's the answer, do this? What if it guided you, asked you the tough questions to get to a better choice?
It's really interesting to think about AI that way, isn't it? We're so used to seeing it as this oracle giving us solutions.
Right, exactly. But this research we're looking at today from the Fact Track workshop, they presented it at this AI conference, Rexy's. Anyway, they're arguing that relying on AI for answers could actually backfire, make us less intelligent, less in control of our decisions.
It's like trusting your GPS too much.
Yeah.
If you end up at a dead end and you realize, wait, I have no idea how I even got here.
Oh, tell me about it. I've totally been there. But it's more than just getting lost, right? It's this blind trust in a system, any system, and AI is no different.
And this is becoming a really big concern, even on a regulatory level, actually. This research points to the EU's AI Act. They're really emphasizing human oversight. They recognize this tendency of automatically relying or over-relying on AI systems, and it's a problem.
So it's lawmakers are trying to get ahead of this potential issue, so how do we fix it? One idea I've heard is this explainable AI, make the AI show its work so we understand it better. Seems kind of obvious, right?
Yeah, it makes sense on the surface, but the research actually argues that just giving explanations, even if they're good, it doesn't actually address this over-reliance problem. We're flooded with information all the time. Are we really going to sit there and analyze complex AI explanations when we've got a decision to make?
Especially in high-pressure situations.
Right, exactly. Imagine a doctor and they need to make a quick call about a patient's treatment. They're probably just going to glance at the AI's explanation or even just ignore it entirely.
And just go with what the AI recommends.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And there's even research showing that a good explanation is not one size fits all.
Mm-hmm.
What makes sense to one person might mean nothing to another.
So if explanations aren't the answer, what is? This research, it proposes something pretty different. It's almost like switching roles with the AI. Instead of it giving us the answers, it asks us the questions.
Yes.
Okay, so this is where it gets really interesting. So we're talking about AI that asks us the questions. It's almost hard to imagine,
It is a pretty big shift, right?
Yeah.
Instead of AI being this vending machine of recommendations, it's more like you're having a conversation with it, a back and forth.
Oh, I like that. Yeah.
It's prompting you, making you think about things you might have missed.
Like having, a super smart devil's advocate right there with you.
Exactly. Challenging your assumptions. And you know what? The researchers actually give this really cool example of how this could work, in medicine, right?
Okay, so a doctor's using AI to help diagnose a patient.
Right. Instead of the AI just saying, boom, here's the diagnosis, it starts asking questions.
Okay, hold on. What kind of questions are we talking about here? Give me an example.
Let's say the AI is really keying in on a specific symptom the patient has, right? It might ask the doctor, hey, given this person's history, is this symptom really that important? Or is the AI maybe overemphasizing it? Or it might even question the AI's own thought process, is this really the cause? Could there be another explanation, something we haven't considered?
So it's almost like the AI is saying, I'm not so sure about this. Let's dig a little deeper.
Yeah. And it gets even cooler. The research talks about what-if scenarios. The AI tweaks some of the patient data, just slightly, maybe the age or some lifestyle factors.
Okay.
And then it asks the doctor, okay, how would that change your thinking about the diagnosis or the treatment?
Wow. So it's like the AI is running these little simulations in the background, testing its own assumptions, and then bringing those to the doctor to think about.
Exactly. It's about getting the doctor to see the whole picture, and maybe even uncovering blind spots. And here's the thing. It could even point out what information is missing.
What do you mean?
It could say, hey, we don't have the results from this specific test yet. Should we wait on that before deciding anything?
That's wild. So it's admitting its limitations, which could actually make the doctor trust it more.
I think so. This goes way beyond just getting the diagnosis right. It's about feeling in control.
Right. We're not just letting the algorithm make decisions for us.
Exactly. And that brings up a really big question.
It's funny. When we talk about AI, we always talk about making better decisions, right?
Yeah.
But this is different. This is about feeling more in control.
It is different. Think about it. We're just bombarded with information these days, algorithms everywhere, and it feels like, our own judgment doesn't matter as much anymore.
Right. We're just along for the ride.
Exactly. But this questioning AI, It's like instead of just being told what to do, you're part of the process.
Yeah, it's like instead of getting a map, someone teaches you how to read one. You end up in the same place maybe, but it's like you understand it better.
Exactly. And the thing is, the researchers think this could be huge, not just in medicine, but everywhere. Like imagine this in business or finance.
Oh, hold on, that's a good one. Like, instead of asking, should I invest in this stock? It's like the AI helps you figure out what you're actually comfortable with.
Right. It's about making you a better thinker, not just giving you the easy answer. Which brings us back to that big question.
Yeah.
What does it even mean to be in control of our choices these days when AI is involved in, well, everything?
It's a tough one, for sure. And I don't think we have all the answers, but at least this research gives us something to think about?
Yeah.
Like maybe AI isn't just about making better decisions, but about being better decision makers.
Maybe it can help us rediscover how to think for ourselves in a way.
Exactly. So to everyone listening, what do you think? Where could this questioning AI change things for you? Let us know. Keep the conversation going. This is important stuff. And that's it for today's Deep Dives. We'll see you next time.